OVO, Cirque du Soleil's latest performance is in the city of Toronto. It is running now until the end of June. It is one of the best shows that Cirque has put on, in my opinion. I was grateful to see the show, and it really is a touching love story between bugs of the best kind. I am here at Cirque in Etobicoke. It's so much fun. I'm dressed as a ladybug. And the ladybug is actually one of the ones that falls in love. I'm being joined by Jenny, and Jenny is part of the tour management team. And the costumes, they are something else.
And they're stunning on you, I must say. You can join the show.
I really would kind of like to, actually. Now that I've got it all on, I'm ready to go.
Comfortable, huh?
And they are so comfortable. Now, some things are not probably comfortable, though.
Well,
or tricky.
They would be unusual, I think, would be the word. And you're right. So all the costumes are made by hand and custom fit for each artist at Cirque du Soleil. We do make them from scratch in our headquarters in Montreal, Canada. And we do everything from the shoes. This is the longest shoe at Cirque du Soleil on stage. It's the shoe of our clown, as well as the headpieces and the costumes that we see behind us. So everything is custom fit for what they do in the show. So not only each artist and their size and their built, but what they do in the show. So if we have here a butterfly who's an aerialist, well, they need to have their wrists and ankles free so they can grab onto each other. Well, this needs to be light in the air compared to, you know, the clown here who has a fake belly, big wings, big shoes, big antennas.
Big everything.
Big everything. Big personality.
Awesome. Yeah. That's it. I guess like the costume designers, they really have to take in consideration what everybody is going to be doing in the show, because something might look great, but it just may not be very practical.
It needs to be able to move. Absolutely. It needs to be beautiful. And on this show, everybody's an insect. So all the 53 artists will be scarabs and night butterflies, so moths, or, you know, crickets, spiders, dragonflies.
Yeah.
But it needs
bumblebees.
to be... yes, bumblebees.
They're so
Ladybugs. They are. And they're new to the show. Huh? We just added them. Yep.
Oh.
We just restaged the show recently, so there's a lot of new insects and new music and new moments in the show. But you're right, everything is beautiful, but really needs to be functional and vibrant. And on this show, the colors, the inspiration from Brazil, that warmth, that, you know, tropical feel is really nice and really uplifting as we start summer.
Yeah, it stands out. And I mean, you can bring the entire family to this show and your kids will be enthralled. Mine were like this the whole time.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they really, really enjoyed it.
It's my favorite part, is hearing the kids. It's hearing the reaction and the laughter and seeing them doing cartwheels at the end of the show, like next to the stage.
Because they think they can be in it.
So, and you know, rightfully so, because I have a lot of artists that will tell me, I saw a show when I was 9, and I was like, Mom, this is what I want to do. And now they are working at Cirque du Soleil, so you never know.
That is incredible. Okay, coming up, we are going to be taking another look at a different part of backstage. I'm going to try my hand at, I guess, my feet at juggling, and maybe get in some straps. We'll discuss all that coming up from Cirque du Soleil OVO on Morning Live. Back at Cirque du Soleil's OVO, we are in Etobicoke on the Lake Shore in the Pavilion, and this is just incredible, the amount of space that you need for this show. And we were talking earlier about how it's a typical arena show, so you actually had to bring an arena right here.
A mobile arena, the largest freestanding structure of its kind in the world.
Amazing.
It's true. So usually the show that we have, we usually tour 1 week in a city or a country, and we would, here in Toronto, go to the Scotiabank Center, the Scotiabank Arena. But as we were here for 2 months, and there were still a lot of events happening there, we had to bring this mobile pavilion, the Pavilion by Cirque du Soleil Entertainment Group. It is as big as 22 tennis courts. So it's very large, very massive. But we need that to bring the stage and to bring the ecosystem of OVO. So what's happening behind me is really, we have our technicians getting ready for the show tonight. They're doing maintenance and inspections every single day. We have training on the stage as well every single day before the audience arrives. So we keep the show fresh for you. And we really were working on transitions and music and new tricks and everything that we'll showcase for you at night.
Well, how many performers are there?
There's 53 bugs and creepy crawlers of the
Okay.
fun kind. But in total, we're 100 people traveling full-time with this show around the world. And we're from 25 different nationalities.
I love that.
So you'll hear backstage, you hear a variety of languages, and then on stage you hear the bug language,
Of
which
course.
is
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
That must be so exhilarating to have everybody from so many different countries, like literally from around the world, all coming together and
Yeah.
performing as one. That's so beautiful.
To me, it's one of my favorite things. I think it's something that brings the richness. You have people that have done, contortion in Mongolia, from traditional circus from families to families. You have people that did circus school. We have an Olympian on this show who went to the Olympics for Canada, actually.
Incredible.
2008. So, you have all these very high-level acrobats and musicians
Athletes.
and technicians, athletes, coming together with the craft and artistry of Cirque du Soleil and the costume like we saw. So I think that all of these pieces together, the live music with the 7-piece band, inspired by Brazil. So there's,
incredible.
all of that together makes it for a really immersive experience for the whole family.
It's true. It is jaw-droppingly beautiful. Like the whole
I'm
thing.
glad to hear that.
It's true, though. I mean, you get the lights and the costumes and the performers and the music. And I mean, that wall back there, I know it just kind of looks like a piece of scenery, but there are guys climbing up that wall.
Yes, so it is a climbing wall. It's a climbing wall, like if you go to do some indoor rock climbing, but on it, we're actually having crickets.
Yeah, and they flip themselves.
Yes, so they're trampolinists, so tramp a wall, and so they jump from the very top of that wall to the trampolines below, and then we also have tumblers at the same time.
Yeah.
So just like crickets in real life, they jump, we have the acrobatic side of them. Just like butterflies in real life fly on our shows. They're aerial straps artists, they're aerialists. So we try to mix, that insect quality with the acrobatic quality.
You
as
guys
well.
have nailed it. You've literally nailed it for this performance.
Thank you so much.
It is so good. Okay, coming up, I'm going to try my feet at juggling and maybe throw on some straps. But for now, I'm going to send things back inside the studio. Wow. You want me to do that?
I think you can try. I mean, maybe not that bad, but we can do the basics.
This is so cool. So, I mean, it takes a lot of skill to be able to juggle with your hands, let alone your feet. These women must have been training for years to be able to do something like this, Jenny.
Absolutely. So they start, a lot of them, when they were 6 years old, 9 years old, and they've tried a variety of disciplines. This is called foot juggling. So they're juggling kiwis at the moment, and in the show they will also juggle corn and, some peppers, each other, their little ants in the show. So I don't know if you want to try as well?
I could try. Yeah, all right. No problem.
Sure.
I'm ready.
Maybe have a look. Have a seat like next to Lulu here.
Okay.
Let me see if I can go on this side.
Oh boy.
Good job.
You ready?
I'm so ready.
Of course you're ready.
I'm always ready.
I would say put your hands, you're going to follow what Bayou's doing. Put your hands on the side.
Okay.
Engage your core. You're going to want to bring your legs straight. You can look at her straight, but a little bit of a bend. Keep your feet, your toes towards you.
Okay.
Yes, but engage. A bit more towards your face is what she's telling you.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Okay.
a bit more towards your face. I know it
Okay.
takes a bit of flexibility. Yeah?
I know, I'm like,
Now, bring your toes a little bit to engage them on the kiwi. There we go.
Okay.
If I let you go,
Yeah, go for
can we
it.
too to see? Oh, good job. There we go.
Whoa.
Now the next step would be to walk them. So she's doing it on the side. So now you just like, I know it's difficult.
I'm doing it. Look, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Look at me go.
She's ready for the circus. She's ready for the circus.
Oh my goodness, I love how interactive this can be. And when you're watching, thank you so much for your help. When you're watching Cirque and you see these ants perform and do what they're doing, just know it hurts your entire body, even though they make it look so easy. I think that's one of the big things too, right? You sit in the audience and you see this spectacular show and you're like, oh, I wonder if I could do that, but no way.
And then, because they'll flip it and just turn the kiwis, and it's just backstage. This is a normal occurrence.
Yeah.
And you're right, they practice not only for years before they arrive here, but every single day. So every single day they practice their craft, and they do make it look so easy.
Yeah.
When you try to do a handstand, or you try to do a split, or you try to, juggle a big kiwi.
I was lying down and it was hard.
Yeah.
So.
Whereas they're like on top of each other.
Yeah, doing it seamless. You have to come and see the show. Runs until the end of June. So much more coming up on Morning Live. You want to stay with us for Cirque du Soleil. Talk about beautiful. We are being joined now by aerialist Caitlin, and she's from the United States. Her partner is from Argentina, and the two of them met in ballet, and then they decided to do some other shows and then ultimately join the circus together. And they put on such a wonderful showcase of flexibility, endurance. I mean, it takes so much strength to be an aerialist. And Caitlin, you're doing it on the straps. Is this something that you have always done? Like, is this something you began doing right after you kind of transitioned from ballet?
Yes, it was actually. My duo partner and I spent kind of a year researching different aerial acts, and we felt like this was the most similar to dance.
Yeah.
So we just went.
I find it gives you a lot of freedom.
Yes. Because it's not as, you'll see some apparatuses are more elaborate, and this kind of, you see like the whole body working, which is more similar to ballet.
Well, you don't even necessarily focus on the straps, right? You don't even see them. They just kind of disappear into the darkness of the stage. How long have you been training for this?
I've been doing...
Like, when did you start doing dance and...
Dance, I performed professionally for, I think, 8 years.
Okay.
8 or 9 years. And then circus I've been doing around 7 years.
Okay, so you started this when you were super young.
Yes.
Like, this has been a dream of yours pretty much your whole life.
Yes.
That's remarkable. What's it like touring with Cirque?
It's a lot of fun. It's a really nice cast, and you're with everyone all the time, and it kind of feels like a big family, which is really nice.
A family from around the world.
Yes, from around the world. Yes. Yeah.
That's so remarkable. Okay, I'm ready, I think. I'll try one thing. One thing.
So we'll do, we'll have you spin.
Okay.
So you'll put your hands in the straps. We're gonna bring these down.
Okay.
Face your palms up.
Okay.
Grab. And I'll help you do this too, because it's a little hard to do by yourself.
Okay.
We're gonna start just kind of like you're gonna make kind of an X. We'll cross, make a big position, bring your legs together.
Oh yeah, no problem. I'm ready.
Yeah.
This is why people watch the show. Because it's embarrassing for me and them. Like this?
Yes, and then I'm just gonna bring these down a little bit.
And
So
then
this
like
hand
this,
in.
like this?
Yes, and then I'll bring these down, so we'll just open your palms. Oh, they're a little bit stuck. Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
Let me grab this one.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, got him.
Good, and then you're just gonna grab on.
X.
Yes.
Okay, and then what?
So just cross your legs, spin, and we'll make a big position with our legs.
Ooh, I can't.
That's okay. And then just close them a little bit.
Whoa, I'm dizzy.
Yeah.
How do you do it without being dizzy? Whoa. Oh my. Well, thank you so much for having us. It is always so much fun to come to Cirque du Soleil. Do not miss OVO. Runs until the end of June here in Etobicoke in Toronto. You can get your tickets online, and we'll have our information on the website at chch.com. How am I out of breath? Am I that out of shape?